What's up, everybody? It's Michael Richards with the Lead Athletic Performance. I'm going to give you guys a quick tutorial on how we reverse lunge in-house, and this is mainly a resource for our in-house athletes and our remote athletes. If you're not don't fall under that category. If you find this helpful, then great, but this isn't necessarily something that we claim to have invented or anything. It's just basically how we're just building a database for to help our athletes learn how to do things properly. So the main one that we're going to use is a front rack reverse lunge. If you've never reverse lunged before, you've got to figure out where the bar is going to sit on your shoulders. First thing you want to do is just basically walk in like a mummy and kind of get a feel for where that bar is going to sit. It's got to sit up here really high. Basically, you've got to be able to do this, all right? You don't have to front squat or front reverse lunge like that, but it's got to be able to sit on your shoulders. Now, if you want to do that and just cross your hands over like this, that's fine. The main thing is you cannot drop your elbows. If the bar will dump, if you were to let go of it with your hands, then you've got your elbows too low, all right? So that's one way you can do it. I have seen people do it like this. If you're comfortable doing that, then that's fine. It's totally up to you about comfort. Most people prefer to do it like this, 1 or 2 fingers, maybe even 3. I don't like it when people use their whole hand because that just basically leads to trying to hold on to the bar and you can't hold it with your hands, all right? So 1, 2 fingers right here at the edge of the gnarlings. Step in here just like this. You want to shoot your elbows forward. Make sure that they're in front of the bar. Again, if you start trying to drop your elbows under the bar and it starts hurting your wrists or the bar feels like it's falling, you're going to have to reposition. You've got to try to get your elbows in front of the bar, preferably as high as the bar if possible, but you got to get them a good ways in front of the bar. All right, so once you've got it racked here, basically we're going to take a big step back. This is not what we're looking for. It's got to be a big step. Your knee will kind of kiss the ground. Please don't slam it on the ground, but please get within 2 or 3 inches of the ground. All right, so we're going back, and it's got to look nice and easy on the way back up. You're driving that front foot into the ground and then coming back to 0, just like that, and then you're going to the other side. We want your hips, your knees, and your toes all in a line, okay? None of this, so if you were to get out of line, what I mean by that is something like this, to where it's getting like this and kind of getting out of line. We don't want that, okay? So that is a front rack reverse lunge. Obviously a back rack, or if your program just calls for a or for a reverse lunge, what it's talking about is just on your back, okay? And we don't use this a ton, except for testing, but it's just like a back squat, except for it's a lunge, just like that. If you're in-house, this is the only exercise we do outside of the racks. And what I mean by that is we have the safety pins in here. Everything else we do inside of the rack. This is the only thing that we do outside of this rack, okay?